Hey y'all, Fuzzy Biker here at Baxter Cycle in the mighty metropolis of Martin, Iowa. Check out what I got for us today. This is a flashback to my youth, days gone by, all that neat stuff. This is a Yamaha XT 350. I believe it's a 1986. Now, when I was a young man, this was kind of the dream bike. This is the one you went to the dealers and looked at and sat on and you know, all the fun stuff. So kickstart only. It's a big air-cooled single. It's a dual overhead cammed. It's probably about 27 horsepower is what we figure out. But look at that mechanical tack right there. It's got a monoshock. It's got this really cool two-stage carburetor. So it's got a thin side and a thick side. And so the bike at idle or low speeds would run on one side. And then when it got so far along, it would open up and go to the other side. There's a choke right there. Fuel shut off right there. Look at this detail. Little bendy thing on the end of the foot peg, little tiny foot peg. You know, it's made for running around in circles out in the middle of nowhere. So same thing here, you know, bendy. Isn't that neat? Little foot guard right there. It's got a mechanical rear brake. Check that out, huh? These snail rear tire adjusters, aluminum wheels. Here's a rim lock right there. Even has back foot pegs. Oh my goodness. High pipe. It's got those 80s era blinkers. If you follow old bikes at all, you know the 80s eras just by the blinkers. They had a thing going on back then, and on the street bikes they'd have them way out here. You know, it's really kind of a funny thing. First thing to break every time. He put this box on there. There used to be a little pouch on here that had long ago wore away. Look at that seat. Not sure how big the tank is. These are air ducts to funnel air down to here. There's no oil cooler or anything back there. That's just the funnel air down to the engine to help keep it cool. Oil filter must be right there. It is a 6-speed transmission. Just look at that thing. Red frame, isn't that nifty? Look at these little boots on here. I'm not sure how much travel there is there, but I bet it's close to 300 millimeters, maybe a foot. Check out that disc brake on the front. Ha ha! Speedo drive right there. Hey, New York. Single pod caliper right there. Hey, look at that. I better point that out to him before we do anything. Jumping up here, it's got this very 80s era. You know, look at this. Tachometer on this side. Let's see, turn it on here a minute. Neutral light, high beam light, turn signal light. Just a single light for the turn signal. It doesn't matter what direction you push it in. The bike has an indicated 3,583 miles. Look at that. 55 is highlighted because back in those days 55 was the speed limit. Air shocks on the front. Pump a little air in there to make it more rigid, less rigid. Kind of a neat little machine, isn't it? Just check that thing out. I love the big aluminum swing arm, the monoshock back there. Looks like you can just preload down there. Oh, it has, that's probably a rebound adjustment right there. It's got a link, big old link. Oodles of ground clearance. You know what? I think it's time we take that hot rod for a ride. Wahoo! Okay, the fuel is on. Turn the key on. Kickstart only. He's been riding it, so I shouldn't need the choke. Am I in neutral? Yes, I am. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, my friends. 6-speed transmission. Let's see what we got here. We got the brake fixed, that's for sure. We took the thing apart and cleaned everything out and put it back together, so we're A-okay there. Do a little bit around the parking lot, make sure everything feels right. I like it. I like it. Oh yeah. Hey, there's Baxter Cycle right there, by golly. I don't know what the wheelbase is on this. It's a fun bike. It's got, like I said, it's got a soft suspension. Look at how it just turns in a circle like nothing doing. Interesting clutch. Very Japanese clutch, I would say. You got to shift with the left foot, not the right, Fuzzy. Hey, hey, hey! I feel like a hero. He's got new tires on it. That's good. They're way up in the air. You know, they look like a pretty aggressive knobby, but it doesn't seem to be rattly, the ride. Good mirrors. He's got a he's about my height. Thank you for letting us borrow this, Steve. Let's see what kind of a figure 8 we can do here. Transmission is very 80s, a little clunky. Look at that, huh? Look at that, huh? Loads of torque. That big single really pumps it out. I like it, I like it, I like it. What a grin, what a grin. 8,500 RPM red line. Right up over that house over yonder is Bigfoot Hill. There's a whole herd of Bigfoots that live up there. If you ever make your way to the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa, make sure you check that out. Welcome to fabulous South Marnie. Very windy day here. Oh, I love these things. My first instinct when he showed it to me, he sent me a text. They sent me a text. My first instinct when I saw the bike was, how much do you want for it? And of course it wasn't for sale. He got it in New York. He's from that East Coast originally, and he went back there and found this. What a bike. You can feel the vibes. It's very vibey in the hand grips and at the higher RPMs in the seat. Amazingly, the foot pegs are not too bad at all. I like the way it handles. You are up in the air. Yeah, good hooligan bike for sure. Let's see if the brakes work, huh? They seem to. Me gusta mucho. Let's do the old bridge spin test right here. It's got a very short wheelbase. I'm not sure what it is, but it's short. I'll try to find that online and put it on the put it down below right now. Excellent. It is definitely an 80 350 by gosh. Nobody behind us. The hill spin test, correct? It's so windy, some of that dust is blown away, some of that dirt. Yeah, we got plenty on the ground yet. Next time you're all in the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa, make sure you stop right there at the Derailed Grill. Try their world famous Wahoo burger. It's a great toy. It's a great bike. You know, everybody wants something like this in their garage. He rode in from the city, even did a little bit of interstate. Said the wind was something to deal with, but had plenty of power. He said it was very comfortable at 65, would go 75. I like the way it feels. Amazingly, the seat's pretty soft. I suppose, what I say, it's a 1986. I suppose the foam is breaking down a little bit. That is Motorcycle Park to our right there. It's a fun bike to ride. It'll spin the tire. Have to do a little work, but it'll do it. Hey, look at that squirrel, by golly. Look at this, huh? Well, you are really way up in the air up here. I like this. This is a hooligan bike for sure. Yes, it will spin the tire. I like it. Beautiful day. It's going to be 80 degrees today. The only problem is the wind, but you know what? I can deal with that for the 80 degrees. Absolutely gorgeous. You know, we haven't looked in the looking glass here for a while. Let's go see what we can learn. Look at that thing. I have a 30-inch inseam. I'm up on my tippy toes. Love the long forks, the white and red. Very good looking motorcycle, isn't it? I'm guessing it's a 21 on the front and maybe a 17 or 18 on the rear. Me gusta mucho. Over to East Marnie, by gosh. We've been to South Marnie, we've been to West Marnie. Now let's go to East Marnie. Simmer down, simmer down. There is the big house on the hill. There's the big open field. We're on the literally the edge of town, by gosh. We have made our way all the way to North Marnie. Little log cabin going up over yonder. Wahoo! What a great day for a bike ride. I am very thankful that Steve gave us a buzz on this one. Absolute fun bike to ride. Really brings back the old days of the youth, you know. A lot of bikes back then were very explosive. You twist throttle, nothing could happen, and then all of a sudden it just go crazy. Well, this has that dual throat carburetor, you know, a small throat and a large throat. And it was supposed to even it out a little bit, and I think it did a good job. I like it. Hey, if y'all are in the market for a new or used Royal Enfield Triumph classic British bike of any type, need parts, accessories, thingamajigs, doodads, anything at all, coats, jackets, helmets, boots, socks, and underwear, get yourself over here to Baxter Cycle in the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa, or go to baxtercycle.com. Tell those fine folks that Fuzzy Biker, that's me, sent ya. I love this thing. Hit like and subscribe. Hey, exhaust pipe alley. Let's go do that real quick. 350 cc's of madness. I like it. So if it's a beautiful day where y'all is at, get yourselves out there and ride, my friends. Life is good. Wahoo!
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 Wahoo! Wahoo!